So today we're going to go and talk about STR Android 21's bad EZA, and I think it's very easy to talk about this card's bad EZA because she has two core reasons on why her EZA is bad. The second reason, I think the second reason is manageable, provided she would have had more percentages in her passive. But the first reason why her EZA is so bad is because she essentially has nothing in terms of percentages at all. It's like she has 120% attack and defense baseline. She gets 21% attack and defense when performing a super attack, and an additional 21% attack and defense if your HP is above the 80% or more threshold. Now, of course, these 21% attack and defense when performing a super attack and a 21% attack and defense when being above the HP threshold is basically in cadence to this card being an Android 21 card, which is why it's 21% attack and defense. But the problem is that that's her first issue. She has no percentage buffs. Essentially nothing. All of this is very low. And if you factor in that she is only a raw stats card, that is bad considering the fact that post EZA, these are her stats. She needs to be starting out with, like, I don't know, 3 key and 200% attack and defense. She needs to be getting 100% attack and defense when performing a super attack, and be getting 100% attack and defense when her HP is 80% or more. She needs way more stats buffs if she's going to be a raw defensive character, because this isn't looking too good. Like, a shade under 10k for a rainbowed EZA TUR, this isn't good. This is not good at all. And I would probably also make the argument this rainbowed attack stat is also not too crazy. So I mean, that's her problems. Her problems is that A, she's a raw attack and defensive character. That coupled with the fact that her stats are very low. She has low stats, and that coupled with her low stats, she also has low percentages inside her passive. Why did Dokkan do this? I almost don't understand this at all. You can easily make the case that Android 16's EZA is far more useful than Android 21's EZA. The most useful thing about her is the fact that she's a attack debuffer. Pretty much. I mean, she does recover HP on super attack, but I feel as if though Dokkan could have easily gave her more percentage buffs from her passive. Like only 120% attack and defense, 21% attack and defense when performing a super attack, and 21% attack and defense for being above the HP threshold. That's it? That's all? Guys, you add all that up, that's 42% attack and defense here, and then that's 120% attack and defense over here. That's it? And then she doesn't gain defense on her super attack effect. like I don't get it. This stuff is just too low, really. And when you do get to her post transformation, which I mean isn't really that impressive if I'm being honest. 3 key and 150% attack and defense and 15% HP recovery at the start of turn. So she does get her HP recovery from her super attack effect inside her pre-transformation to her post-transformation, which is cool. And she gets 21% attack and defense and disables enemy's guard when she's doing a super attack. I like how that says super attack. Dokkan Wiki, if you're watching, that says supper attack. You gotta fix that. And she also gets 60%. No, that's not 60%. I read the 60% HP or more. So she gets 21% attack and defense if your HP is above the 60% or more threshold. This EZA is garbage. Like this is it. All they really did for her post transformation is make her stack attack, make her lower attack from her. It's like this is lazy. They took her lowering attack from her pre-transformation that she gets in her passive, and they put it as a super attack effect. And then they made this from when your HP is 80% or more to when your HP is 60% or more. This is such a lazy ass EZA. And then disables enemy's guard? This is worthless. Come on, man. This is worthless. She's a 3-line EZA. Like, you can't make this up. Let me bring up 16, who I'm pretty sure EZAs alongside her, and she only has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 categories. She's on a handful of categories, but the issue is, it's like, could you really make the case of running her? I mean, some niche scenarios for off-meta content, I guess, but outside of that, I don't really see a real reason. Let me pull up 16. 16 has Android Assault, I like to assume. I mean, she does have big bad bosses, which is good, but it's just, her stats are too damn low. Where's 16? There he is. 16's better. He's 100% better. And guess what? He's also a 3-line EZA just like her. At least 16 has a 50% chance to guard. His 50% chance to guard far supersedes 21's entire kit, What is 21 doing for you that's useful? Attack debuffing. And recovering HP. Now, could you say that her getting an attack and defensive buff on her passive for her super attack effect? Well, she doesn't get it in her super attack effect, but her getting an attack and defensive buff on super from her passive is good? Sure, but that's nothing. 21% attack and defense? What are you doing with that? You're not doing nothing with that at all. And look at 16. 16 is like, okay, he far and away has a better super attack effect than 21. So he has a better super attack effect than 21. Of course, he starts out with 100% attack and defense. Cool. He gets more defense when you have more androids categorized on a team. So he wants to be on a full androids team. So he could be up to 160% defense. He gets attack each time his guard is activated, but who cares about that part of his passive? That's essentially trash for him because he's only used as a defender. And he has a 50% chance to guard. We're taking him and his 100% attack and defense, 160% defense if you're running essentially a full androids team, and this 50% chance to guard. We're taking this over this entire candy day. I mean, because at least this guy, provided you get lucky and the coin flip is in your favor, because of course this 50% chance to guard is a coin flip, you get the coin flip in your favor, he's guarding with a decent amount of defense, and provided the scenario that he's in. He has fewer categories in her. He has 4 categories. This guy's EZA aged better than hers. Because guess what? Androids is a much better team now. And if you had to run a final option and your Androids team was not that stacked, which team are you picking? Are you well, not which team. Which card are you picking? I said which team. Which card are you going to pick? Tech 16 or STR 21? You're not picking STR 21 as a final option. The only reason I would see you picking STR 21 over 16 is to have her link up with Dokkan Fest 21. That is it. But even then, why would you do that? You just run the banner unit. Why? And they're best linking partners. You're never, it's like, this is the only reason I'm seeing you running her next to her. Like, no. Does she get different links when she transforms? She doesn't. So I don't really have much more to say about this card. Her main issues is the fact that she has very, very low percentage buffs in her passive, and she's not doing anything that's like particularly useful to the team outside of, I guess, recovering HP. Yeah, recovering HP and attack debuffing, but she gets that in her post transformation. This is such a lazy EZA. This EZA is so lazy. Can I say 16's EZA is lazy? Because I'm pretty certain they both EZA'd within the same day. Yes, they did. I feel as if though, like, man. Yeah, her EZA is lazy. Yeah. 16's EZA, I'm not gonna lie. Can I call his lazy? They barely did anything to 16, but like, let's be honest. 16's kit was boring from the start. He had a boring kit from the start. It's like, we expected a lot more out of 21. This is fucking horrendous. I don't have much more to say about Android 21. This EZA is just terrible. Just very low percentages in her passive. She's not getting a defensive buff on super, so that's obviously a negative. Her transmissive condition is like, you can either never get it or you can get it immediately, which is really neither here or there. And when you do transform, it's like, this is just a lazy mess. She's not doing nothing too special for you. It's like recovering HP, cool. Lowering attack, cool. That's it. That's the 2 most useful things she's doing for you. That's all. Like, oh, she's stacking attack. Insane. Look at these stats, bro. Look at these stats. Well, yeah, I appreciate you guys for watching. You guys are the best. Tech 16 is better. Tech 16 is better, for sure. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I love you all. You guys really went crazy on yesterday's video. Wow. I did not expect that video to get as many views as it did. I love you all. Peace.